Okay, here we are. What? There's three of us. Look at this. What has
What?
happened? It's like we've done some sort of a crossover for Fortnite stream, which I just thought of and should have actually maybe workshopped a little bit more because I could have come up with something good. But you know what? It is what it is. This is what you get when you watch our streams. Jay, how are you
Yeah.
doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fantastic. I'm glad that I could be the crossover for the crossover game from the crossover podcast to be here for the ultimate crossover stream. So yeah, no, I'm super excited to be playing some friggin' Fortnite. It's been a minute,
Yeah.
so I think this is gonna be a good time.
But speaking of dances and skins, let's go ahead and kick it over to gameplay here so that the people can bear witness.
I can't wait. When I suggested this is what I wanted. I just wanted old man Grumpy Andrew sitting there having to deal with characters Fortnite dancing around him.
Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. Well, Dylan, now that everybody can see your screen, I noticed that you're
Yes.
level 45.
That is true.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that we were playing with a professional gamer.
You know, I style myself after one anyway, you know. I feel like between the three of us, we've pretty much like taken out a fifth of
Yeah. Of these
a
actual
fifth of the
players.
spot lobby.
Okay, exactly.
These real, actual players.
I think people that have like the number behind their name are usually probably players. If they don't have the number, those might be bots. But I don't know if
Knock
that's
them
like
down.
a surefire way to do it. But
There's one over here, I think. Yeah, I see this.
Yeah, I think when they don't like sporadically jump around, then I
Yeah.
just assume they're a bot.
well, I don't sporadically jump around, so
Oh, that
I might die, fellas.
so I am a bot. Who is? I cannot tell where they are shooting at you from.
I survived.
Nice.
Yeah.
got some shots from the other side of the town.
There are 5 people left, and we're 3 of them. So
Yeah, we've basically whittled it down. At this point, we could just wait.
the Master Chief is not a waiter.
The Master Chief also would never be caught dead doing whatever dances you were doing earlier, so...
I don't know what dances I was doing earlier.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know what they're called.
I don't know that the people that are left are on a team. I think they might be.
So since they're shooting at each other, at least
Yeah.
shots are being fired. So
Nice.
Sick.
great job, everybody.
And thank you for coming out to the stream tonight. Join us next week.
Got to end on a high note. Get in, losers.
Ah,
Oh no. How do I get
Oh
out?
no.
How do I get out from under the dock? Okay, you just swim down. Got it.
There we go. Wow, this is flighty.
Wow, come back.
I'll let you in, or is it a 2-seater?
I don't see a prompt.
No way.
There's a bunch of
Oh
items nearby,
my.
too.
Oh wait, no, here I moved. You can get in. It should be X.
There we go. Right seat.
Okay, let's go.
That was worth it. Go up the
Obviously.
river.
Yeah, so they've added a few things since
you
I
know,
last
just a
played,
few.
which was like the first day it came out. Sorry, the first day it became like uber popular.
Yeah.
I won't pretend to be a real day oneer.
Yeah, back before it was a battle royale.
Yeah, whatever happened to that zombies survival mode? Does that still exist?
Yeah, it's still a mode that you can. I think it's like $10 or $15, and you can play it. So
Bill the Filipino in chat. There he is.
shoot something.
Shoot something.
We will. We have been. We've gotten
Yeah,
Eventually.
give me a second.
victory royales on every match so far. There you go, up on that truck.
Okay, we got some losers up here.
The shoot through mass question.
Oh, I can shoot things.
I was gonna say, is that you?
Oh,
Uh oh. I'm down.
I'm down. Wow, that escalated quickly.
Wow, we were just
Right
talking
as Phil
so
jumped
much
in
shit.
chat.
Exactly. Those are actual players, guys. See
Yeah,
their,
agree.
no, I could tell.
see their
I could
skins?
tell.
Let's go back to the lobby.
Yeah, just send us back to the bot lobbies, please.
Why aren't we holding the ball? Why is it just sitting on the ground?
Didn't you watch the girlfriend reviews on how to play oddball?
We have the ball.
Have you watched girlfriend reviews, the 2 Elden Ring ones they did?
Uh-huh.
They're hilarious.
They were good.
I feel like the actual girlfriend review one before she like gets into the game is very much Abby.
Help me. Help me, people.
Okay, their team should be about down. Where are you? Okay, you're still in here. Cool. Yeah, I meant to show Abby the girlfriend review for Elden Ring. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Did she enjoy your time with Elden Ring, or did she hate your time with
She
Elden Ring?
hated it. She does not like watching FromSoft games. If I'm playing something like The Last of Us or The Witcher, where there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of characters, a lot of talking, a lot of HBO stuff, she's down for that. If I start playing a game where I'm fighting a boss 90 times and going, God damn it, between each one, she doesn't like that. She's like, why are you playing this stupid game again? I'm like, because it's fun. We won. How did we win? That's amazing. Like she
held the
didn't
ball.
She didn't love Bloodborne when I was super into that. And then
Yeah.
Elden Ring was kind of like that on crack, so they have
Yeah.
bots on their team. That's not a great sign.
Enemy has the ball.
Like when we were first like dating and like newlyweds and stuff, and I was going through The Witcher, she loved that. She liked the conversations, like keeping up with the characters. She liked Geralt. She liked, you know, all that kind of stuff. She probably couldn't tell you what happened start to finish, but she enjoyed like the interactions and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if it's a game that's like pure gameplay, she's not really into it as far as like backseat gamer goes. And yes, it is fun through gritted teeth. Exactly. When I was
What
fighting,
I'm hearing though is you should play Stardew with her,
yeah,
or just let her play Stardew.
I don't know that she'd like Stardew because I think the reason she likes some of the more story-based games that I've mentioned are because they kind of look like movies. So if I was playing some pixel art thing, I guarantee she would zone out as soon as she looked at it. She does like Animal Crossing though. Like I feel like if she gave it a chance, she would probably like Stardew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty Abby game, honestly. The show's portrayal of monsters? Well... You saw season 1. Those monsters were pretty okay. Part of the problem with season 2 is that there's this whole subplot of somebody from like another dimension or something like grafting different monsters together, and they've like ended up in this universe. So instead of just using a lot of the like predetermined monsters from the books and games and stuff, they felt the need to go like invent some new ones. Which if you watch the anime, the Vesemir anime on Netflix, you know, that's kind of where that idea came from. There's an episode in season 2 early on, might even be the first episode, that's one of the stories like directly from the book. It's just changed a little bit. And I think in that episode they did a good job of kind of capturing the like that's the most Witcher feeling episode of the whole season. And they did a pretty good job with it. But yeah, they kind of took all of the folklore and stuff and they were like, how do we change this to be, I don't know if they thought it would be better or what, but they felt the need to change it. And then like the Vesemir anime, it kind of makes sense because you're trying to make a Castlevania anime or something, so of course it's going to be ridiculous. But I didn't realize that that anime was like canonical to the actual like proper Netflix show. So look at that sunset. I don't think this game ever got an actual photo mode, but seems like a missed opportunity.
That was before.
What build am I thinking of going with?
A long time ago.
That's a good question. I almost always go with Quinn, fast attack, cat set. Pretty much every playthrough. I've done the wolf set, but maybe I'll try something different. I might look up some builds and see like what other options there are and like play around that. I don't think I've ever done like a heavy like bear set or anything like that. So I may play around with a different play style. But I like the fast attacks, and I like how the cat armor looks when it's fully leveled up, and the wolf armor looks pretty cool when it's fully leveled up. Some of the other armors, like I don't really care for the griffin at all. Yeah, I might look into that and just kind of look at some of the builds and what they look like towards the end game and try out a different one. Gwent's strategy won't change at all, but I might do a different build. Maybe I'll even use alchemy. I also wonder if this conversation that we're having is kind of born from the thing we, like the whole reason we started this project, where it's like, who is really saying that VR is like the way of the future and really pushing it? It's like, it's your Greg Millers. Like it's your industry level
it's the
people.
Industry people.
And it's like, I don't even know if that's what the VR companies are like wanting. I mean, I've never spoken with one, so I can't say for sure, but like, it's not your average consumer, your average gamer. It's like,
yeah, I don't feel like, I feel like you said, many like the average gamer, if VR is around, they may think like, oh, that's cool, you know, like Beat Saber's fun. I see it being kind of like,
it's a party game. It's like the future of party games.
Well, I see it being similar to like how the Wii was, where it's like, you know, you went over to a friend's house and you played Wii Sports, and the parents were like, oh, that's kind of cool. And so they got themselves like a little, like a Wii and Wii Sports, and like they played it a few times a year, and that was it, you know, like, and it was never like a big deal. And like, you know, did it make Nintendo so much money? Yes. But like, you go back and you look, and it's like, yeah, the Wii technically or the Switch technically has motion controls. Does anyone ever really use them? You know,
not unless they have to.
Yeah, and so like a lot of the, you know, like, oh, this is the future of games stuff is like, no, that's just what, like you said, like the industry people who are kind of out of touch with maybe the average gamers.
You don't have to say
are
maybe.
thinking. So
most of them are out of touch.
Yeah,
they're off in their own little bubble, and they just, I mean, most of them live in the same place geographically. They all hang out together. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily, I'm not blaming them for being out of touch, but it's just like, it is what it is. It's like, just
like when
happens.
you're surrounded by all of that, and you have all of the most recent consoles, and you can go and you can try out VR stuff, and like, yeah, like you're that tuned into like, you know, tech. Yeah, maybe it does seem like VR is the future, but at the same time, like, how many people are playing, like, we saw news this week about like Xbox confirming that Project Keystone is their cloud gaming like streaming stick. Like I don't know that they had ever announced officially that they were having like a streaming stick. It's now official. Like how many people are just going to play streamed game, you know, like yes, there are going to be like your industry people, your hardcore audience that wants the most powerful console and wants the, you know, the best possible graphics and sound and frame rate and whatever. And then there are
you got
gonna be
people that
plenty of
still have
people-
1080p TVs and like
Yeah.
they only want to play Madden or whatever.
Exactly. And like you're gonna have plenty of people who are like, oh, a $50 like streaming stick, yeah, that's good enough. I don't care if it's getting like 60 frames per second. I don't care if it's in 4K. I don't care if it's got Dolby whatever, you know, like
You calling out
that's
Tim.
gonna be, yes, that's gonna be the average. And you know, everybody is allowed to like what they like, and I'm not hating on anybody that wants the biggest and the best. We call those people PC gamers, and they're maybe a bit pretentious, but you know, it doesn't matter to the average person, you know.
Well, it's like I recently got a new TV, right? And this new TV is supposed to have all these like features for games and a higher refresh rate and all this stuff, and it's bigger. And yeah, I could tell that the screen is a little nicer and it's bigger. But other than that, it's like if I was still playing on my old TV, I don't think I would have a different experience at all playing Elden Ring or playing anything else that I'm playing. Like it's all basically exactly the same. Like people who get and I'm definitely a hobbyist like when it comes to audio and podcasting and things like that, so I totally understand people like get real caught up in the minutia. I mean, there's people who get like real caught up in the minutia of like keyboards, for example.
Yeah.
And so you can do it with anything, but like just like we're talking about for the average person, I mean, like I said, there are people still out there just rocking a 1080p like TV that they bought back in 2013, and that's what they're playing their games on, you know.
Yeah. Like I'm playing a TV that was
like you,
purchased in,
probably.
like 2015 maybe,
Exactly.
2016, something like that.
There's nothing
So,
wrong with that, and I
it's-
think it's really easy. It's really easy for me to get caught up in a lot of the shit that like Tim, for example, is talking about, because I like having the new shiny thing.
Oh yeah.
But so often when I do upgrade to it, and like a new console is one thing,
Yeah.
but like the new TV, for example, it's like, was this really worth it? No, probably not. And for me, it was
Well,
like
you
my
did-
other TV died, so
Yeah,
that's
your
not,
other TV died.
that's not the
so-
best one-to-one. But like if I had gone out and done that just to have better tech, you know, like
Yeah.
I would
Well,
probably
and-
be kind of bummed out, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I think you recognize too that like when you're talking about it, it's like not everyone needs to rush out, and it's like, oh, OLED TVs are now, you know, slightly more affordable or whatever. Like not everyone needs to rush out and get an OLED. You know,
Exactly.
like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna have like a vast majority of people are not gonna notice a difference in the quality. And if you are one of the people that does notice it, or you're like that's your hobby, that's your thing, you like having the newest tech, like that's fine. Like there are plenty of people that every time Apple announces a new iPhone, or anytime like there's a new Samsung Galaxy or whatever, they trade in their old phone, they get the new phone. That's fine. People are, you know, like if that's your thing, go for it. I am gonna rock this iPhone until it's literally dying. You know,
Exactly.
and then I will upgrade.
I used to be that person when I was in my teens, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rock this phone forever. I think a lot of that too is that specifically for like phone, and I think TV technology too. Now at this point, it's like it's not advancing that dramatically anymore. Like you remember
Yeah, like-
the jumps
The jump from like
the original iPhone
3
to,
to iPhone 5,
exactly.
ridiculous. Now it's like they're removing features when you jump. You know,
Yeah, now they're really trying to like upsell. It's like, oh, there's an extra 3 pixels in the camera. It's like, I don't give a shit. I do not take pictures with mine. Yeah, it has 3 lenses on the back.
Exactly. Welcome to the grumpy old man stream.
I know, right? Like really embracing it. Oh no. With all that being said, I think we can wrap this one up. And I'll just give the reminder to everybody out there to stay friendly, gamers.